Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win, you find a way to lose. You can find yourself about to shit yourself and farting at the press conference when you know all the pressure is on you as the trainer to try to somewhat turn back the hand of time and breathe life back into what seems to be a dying career of what was the most deadly, the most intimidating, the most threatening, the most lively heavyweight boxer of this era. And it's all come to an end as a result of the mind of this guy, Malik Scott. And you better believe he's out there right now, smoking his cigar and outside by himself, farting all over the place because he's thinking to himself, holy shit, what did I get myself into? The way Daniel Dubois would say it, big time boxing, big time boxing. That's right, Malik Scott. In your career, you had I would say a pretty successful career. Wasn't able to really cut your teeth into being considered one of the elite heavyweight fighters, but you represented yourself well. But now you're here without having that experience of fighting at the elite level to know what it's like, right? To somehow feel that you are going to be able to do something you haven't been able to do with Deontay Wilder, and that's lead him, the Bronze Bomber, into a fight and be victorious against an Olympic silver medalist, killer from China, Zhilei Zhang. Now, what I'm doing is just putting some things in perspective, people. If Wilder was with Freddie Roach, shit, I'd even say if he was with Sugar Hill, if he was with Robert Garcia, if he was with anyone who had the experience, if not fighting at that elite level, being a champion, but training fighters who went on to do outstanding things at the elite level and become champions, right? If Wilder was with one of those guys, I would say this is going to be interesting. Just like Jaime Munguia and Canelo. Freddie Roach ain't farting at the job of having to go in here and try to beat Canelo. Freddie Roach, you care less. He's like, all right, business as usual. You didn't hear no, you ain't hear none of that shit going on over there in the goddamn wildcard gym. Freddie Roach was like, F it, it's a fight, let's go. Been there, done that. He knows what to do. And I think Jaime Munguia has a good chance. But when I look at Wilder, if Wilder wins this fight, it's off of heart alone. It's off of Wilder coming in there, getting busy with the Alabama mashup crasher, and just going for the gusto, because I'm not sure what Malik Scott can do and show him. I don't care how much film study he watches. I don't care how much sparring he did with other fighters. I'm not convinced Malik Scott has the boxing brain to train and develop anyone to go on out here and become a champion. I would hope he did, but I'm just telling you, I'm not sure. I was watching him today when they were interviewing him. Malik Scott has the brain to convince you that he can get the job done. Like, he's the kind of guy, you're having your job interview and you bring him in, and within the first 30 seconds, you're like, we're going to hire him because he can talk the talk, can he? Fast talker, city boy. But once you get his ass in the seat, he starts farting. Things get real, he shits himself. Because he doesn't know what that, because he can only go so far. And that's what I think with Wilder. I think Malik Scott can lead Wilder to a win against Dillian White. I think Malik Scott can lead Wilder to a win against Derek Chisora. I think he can lead him to a win against Efe Ajagba, against Jared Anderson, against Charles Martin. I do not think he can lead him to a win against Zhilei Zhang. I don't think he can lead him to a win against Anthony Joshua. I don't think he can lead him to a win against Filip Hrgovic. I just don't think he can lead him to a win against those guys. If Wilder does get the victory, just like when he takes a loss, right? I guess you got to give the trainer credit. Just like the trainer has to take that loss, right? You got to take that kick in the butt. Malik Scott didn't really want to do that when Wilder lost to Parker. He started talking about Father Time is undefeated. He just said all kind of shit. He talked more than Eddie Hearn. I was like, God damn, he out here, man, just really trying to say the right things to protect his brand as a trainer. And in my opinion, Malik Scott had a little bit of I'm okay, you're not okay. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like the way he handled the interviews and the questions about what went wrong with Deontay Wilder against Joseph Parker. He said a couple of things that, especially when he was on TalkSport, man, he said a couple of things that kind of took away from Deontay Wilder. I didn't like that. I was like, damn. So I didn't like that. But today, during the interviews, he did say, you know what? Wilder loses, I take that loss. It's an L for me too. That's the first time I heard him really say that. So he must have got some feedback where people were like, yo, you out here throwing Wilder under the bus. And that's not cool. But I'm telling you right now, I don't want to hear no more talk about Malik Scott and film study. None of that. I don't want to hear that. There's no more time for talking. It's all about action. Do something. Malik Scott is not proven as a trainer. Y'all understand? This is the same shit when Miguel Cotto had his friend training him after Miguel Cotto and his uncle Evangelista fell out. The guy was kind of helping Evangelista. Then when they fell out, he took over, duties as the primary trainer and didn't know what the hell he was doing. They were just in the corner. Hey, we're with you, Miguel. We're with you. What the hell is that going to do? That's not going to help him get in the ring and get a victory. He's lost. When they're fighting Austin Trout. Trout put the bing beans on him. And that shit with Margarito was horrible. Margarito cheated. But he went into that fight, lost. Kissing his dad on the cheek in the corner, It was bad. And I just think this is a similar situation. And you saw what happened, Malik Scott, when Cotto finally got the strength to tell his friend, look, I love you, man, but I think I need to go elsewhere. And Freddie Roach helped to extend his career. And I think for Deontay Wilder, he's got, in my opinion, to get with someone else to extend his career. I understand him and Malik Scott, the uniqueness of their relationship, the family members who share the same birthdays. I get it. I get it. But if he really wants to try to hang around another 3-4 fights, when you got these 20, 40, 50, 70, $100 million paydays, it's kind of looming out there. Malik Scott's going to be the guy that thwarts any opportunity for Wilder to get paid. The big money that he missed out on years ago when he could have fought AJ. I'm just being honest with you. So he can scupper that if he wants. But I think Malik Scott is in over his head. I do. And I feel if he can't, if he really can't help Deontay Wilder in the preparation for shit. Let me tell you something. You had, what's his name? Tyson Fury was a serious threat and going into that third fight. But Wilder was still relatively fresh. He got some damage in the second fight, but he was still relatively fresh. He took a lot of damage in that third fight. Wilder fighting Helenius, not much happened there. Fought Parker, got beamed a few times, but not much happened there. But Zhilei Zhang may be the biggest threat to Deontay Wilder because Deontay Wilder took so much damage in that second and third Tyson Fury fight to where people are expecting Wilder, he stood up to Fury in the second and third fight. No way in the world Zhang can put him down. No, Zhang has got it easy. I just think if Zhang sneezes in there, Wilder's going to be knocked out cold. Much less if he hits him with that goddamn left hand or right hook. I'm telling you guys, Wilder is going to fold like a napkin. And I'm not wishing bad on him. I'm rooting for Wilder. But I just think he took way too much damage to be messing around with the inadequate trainer, although that's his brother, his friend, and they love each other, whatever and shit. I just think he took too much damage from them Fury fights to be going in here with a guy who can hit like goddamn Zhang with someone who can't really prepare him. That shit is a suicide mission. He might as well strap a bomb to his chest and go in there and say, bombs good, then explode, because it's a goddamn suicide mission. Horrible. I mean, my thing is, if you're going to work with Shelly Finkel and whoever else is mentoring you or, advising you, right? Sound like you have more than one. Well, get you another person to come in, another set of eyes to help train you and prepare you. No one should take offense to that. Jay Diaz can't even hold pads for Deontay Wilder no more. Jay Diaz is just there. Get that man a fucking bucket and a water bottle and tell Jay Diaz, you just carry this, man. I love you. Still gonna give you your regular cut, but you just step aside now and bring somebody else in. There's a lot of trainers who would love to work with Deontay Wilder because of that, the power he has. They want to come and help cultivate his style, but the man's approaching 40. You saw he got a haircut. Y'all see that haircut Deontay Wilder got? Hairline receding. He getting old, man. Anyway, I'm rooting for him, but I just think Malik's got shit in himself. He can get in front of that camera and say what he wants. I think he knows the task that he's been dealt, and I think he's in over his head. I just think this whole thing is just going to be a sad ending. But if Wilder does pull it off, I think it's going to be because Wilder just got the goddamn dog in him, and he's just like, F it. This is going to be the end of my career. I'm going out with a bang, win or lose. I'm not just going to come in here looking to coochie-coo this man and get my damn head knocked off my shoulders. If I'm going to get my head knocked off my shoulders, well, goddamn it, I'm going to try and knock his head off his shoulders. And I think we can accept that. But you can't come in there doing all this lateral movement, running in circles and doing 360s and pirouettes, cartwheels, back handsprings, kung fu kicks in the ring. Like, nobody wants to see that shit. Get in there and let your hands go. It's the only way he's going to win. Because if not, Zhang's just going to cut the ring off, take his time with that George Foreman-like trot towards Deontay Wilder. Then he's going to put the goddamn Chinese bing bings on him. Y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. Malik Scott's not qualified to be doing anything with Deontay Wilder. It's my opinion. In the breeze.